People of God, I celebrate you very, very seriously. This is the very son of the great gospel general, Apostle, Professor Johnson Suleman.
One day I went to preach in the West. Listen to this testimony and then I'll pray. As I was going into the church, into the town, in a place in Ogun State, as I was going into the town, I saw a big tree. Big tree. When I looked at the tree, God opened my eyes. In the tree, I saw cars. In the tree, I saw wedding gowns. In the tree, I saw certificates. In the tree, I saw matriculation. I was seeing this, and I asked the pastor, I said, sir, what does this tree represent? He said, Apostle, I beg you. You came here to preach. Don't put me in trouble. Preach and go. I said, but God is opening my eyes that this tree is a coven and has swallowed the wealth of people. He said, please, 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 please. I kept quiet. And I just asked some questions. They now said that no lady goes near that tree. That is a taboo for a female. If you go there, this will happen. A lot of things. I said, really? So I now told them, I said, who's in charge? Who controls? They said they call him the ballet. Ballet is like the traditional head, ceremonial head. The ballet. I said, I want to see the ballet. I told the pastor. He said, the ballet cannot speak. He had stroke. His mouth is bent. His hand is twisted. I said, I'll pray for him. God will heal him. He said, okay. He took me there. The ballet was lying down and somebody was talking. And I told the ballet, I said, I came down. That tree is going to go down. All I need is you to allow me go with the church people. Females will go. Everybody will go with me. So that they'll pull down the tree. The ballet was talking through a man and said the man should tell me that his problem now is not tree. that I can see with this condition I'm talking about tree. As I should tell him, if God heals him now, his hand is restored, his mouth is touched, and his speech is audible. Will he allow me? He said he's going to allow. He was still speaking in Yoruba. He would talk to the man, the guy would talk to me. So I said, can I get close? He said, yes. And I touched him. I began to pray. I worshiped for a while. I entered prayer. I was praying. The Lord touched him. He could not move his fingers by himself and his hands. But he was still praying for the speech. It took us about 20 minutes. He was getting audible. After about 30 minutes, he could speak. His mouth was in order. That was when I knew he could speak English. He said, my son, sit down. I sat down. And he said, everybody should go outside. He said, missionaries came in the 18th century to cut down this tree. As they were cutting, blood was coming out of the tree. Fresh blood was coming out. He said to me that everything, the wealth of the whole community is inside the tree. He said he's begging me that this one that God has used me to do is going to go round. This is enough miracle. That by this time tomorrow I should come to the palace. All the chiefs will gather. This is enough miracle. I should leave that part of tree. Look at him now. He's standing. He's walking. Let's celebrate that. I say, Baba, that tree will go down. This one that Jesus did for you is to prove to you he can do that one. Just allow me. He said, no problem. So I told the pastor, I said, let's go. Tomorrow morning we are going with some sisters. The sister said, go with who? We should go with the sister. Said, go with who? No, tell apostle, no. But you know, there are only some stubborn sisters. Some Katrikuma generation. Some Maria Woodward Etta. There's a pastor. If you an apostle, we go. We will follow you. So we went there. They walk around the first time. They look at themselves, not the apple. They started insulting the tree. You are afraid. Woo! I said, no, that's not why I brought you here. When they were done, I said, they step aside. And I said, Father, I was told that missionaries came and they could not bring down this tree. Father, I knock on the door of thunder. Let lightning strike from the top to the bottom and let this tree go down. I finished the program and I left. The next day, go, and it divided the tree at the middle and it started drying up. The place where that tree was now is a road. In less than few months, people began to travel from that city abroad. People began to raise up buildings. People began to get married. Women were giving birth. The destiny of that town was moved. Why? if you are from this town, you are in this town, you will understand that on your way to the waterboard axis, there was a tree. This one is the one you know. I'm not talking about one you don't know. Huh? You know this one now? And so I should. When I started to preach, there was one time I was ministering and just doing town cry around that place. I turned, I saw houses. It was a massive tree. Massive. I saw houses. I saw things. And I spoke to the then king. I said, that thing will go down. He said to me, I should take permission from some elders. I said, I'm a son of the soul. I don't need anybody's permission. Is it anybody's land? They say no. Anybody get the land? They say no. So it's no man's land. I just want to touch it. Who art thou, O great mountain? There are people behind the mountain. Who is ready to pray? I'm giving you all of these testimonies to build your faith. Look at the building standing where that tree was now. Look at structures standing there.